What is good, YouTube? Chris's Kicks here, back with another sneaker review, and today we have the Ronnie Fieg and New Balance 577 Americana. So these are a really old collaboration between Ronnie Fieg / KITH and New Balance. I believe these released end of 2013. It might have been early 2014, but I'm pretty sure it was end of 2013. So a very old sneaker pickup. Picked these up for a steal on eBay. Picked them up for £50, I believe it was, or maybe closer to 60, including shipping. So a fantastic price for a pair of Ronnie Fieg collabs. Let's get into the box. Standard sort of blue, white and red New Balance box. Nothing special there, so let's get into the shoes. So obviously, first off out the box, with all Ronnie Fieg releases, or most of them, you do get additional sets of laces, and these shoes came with 3 laces. They actually came originally with these navy laces, and I think all the pictures of these shoes they have navy laces in the shoes. The navy laces, I don't know if it will show. See if it will focus on that. Come on. There you go. So the navy laces do have KITH, RF and NB on the lace tips. So you have some New Balance, Ronnie Fieg and KITH branding on the navy lace tips. Like I said, these are the laces that came in the shoe. But for me personally, these laces really dulled down the shoe. They really sort of blended in too much. Obviously the second set of laces is this multicolored rope lace. Ronnie Fieg used to, or always throws in some rope laces. Apparently he's a big fan of rope laces. They come with a navy, white, it's more of a pink colour than red. I don't know, personally they don't really go with the shoes. I don't know, I'm not a fan of these ones. The red laces, however, on the other hand, I don't really see the red laces in these shoes on most of the pictures I've seen online. Most of the advertisements I saw, or promotional pics for these shoes, it's all got the navy laces. But for me personally, the red laces really make the shoe pop. I mean, you've got that red hit on the midsole, and I think with the red laces and the red outsole, obviously, the red laces really bring that into attention, really highlight that part of red on the shoe. So for me, the red laces are a must for these shoes. They really liven up the shoe. And obviously on the red laces we do have some more branding, so you've got KITH, RF and New Balance, and again on the lace tip, the same as the blue ones, you do have that KITH, RF and New Balance branding, but this one has it on the actual lace as well. So let's get into these shoes. Completely two-tonal navy upper, pigskin suede. I have cleaned these up a bit because I did buy them from eBay. They are used, well, I think they were worn once, but I did give them a clean anyway, and I think they're still a bit damp, so the suede hasn't got much of a brush to it. But before I sort of cleaned them up, there was definitely a nice brush to this suede. Two-tonal, and it's almost like a very, very mild corduroy feel to it. It has like grooves in it. I don't know if the camera picking it up, but there's like lines this way, lines that way, lines here. So almost like either a denim effect or a corduroy effect that is. And if you run your fingernail across it, they're very, very fine, very slight grooving on those parts. New Balance logo in navy, and I believe the New Balance logo might be 3M, or the outlining of it might be 3M. Round to the rear of the shoe, you've got that navy heel counter. Obviously red New Balance logo on the outside, or the lateral side, and on the heel counter, the heel part of the shoe, this whole area here is 3M reflective, and you've got New Balance in red printed on there. Medial side of the shoe is exactly the same as the lateral, two-tonal navy, and obviously I forgot to mention there is a little 3M reflective panel on the lateral side here and on the medial side, so both sides of the toe box. I've got this nice 3M reflective panel. Front view of the shoes, or sneakers, whatever you want to call them. Again, for me, these red laces really pop out the shoes, really make them. I mean, look, if you had the navy laces, they would just be a pair of navy New Balance. Just, you know, there's nothing to them. But I think with the red laces, it makes it so much more vibrant. Lace Dubray, I'm sure that's the right name for these lace loops. Lace Dubray on the right foot. Ronnie Fieg RF logo, and obviously on the left foot, New Balance. I don't know why it's RF and it's always on the right foot. It's Ronnie Fieg, but I don't know, it always makes me chuckle that you got RF on the right foot, so obviously right foot. Outsole, standard New Balance outsole, all in red. Would have been nice if it had maybe a navy hit on the heel area, just to give it a little darker bit at the end. But yeah, red outsoles. Insoles of the shoe. So KITH and New Balance. It's the same on both shoes, but one is reversed for some reason, oppositely. So you got KITH and New Balance. I've never owned a pair of 577s, and the actual insole has got quite a bit of cushioning underneath it. Take a pair out. So yeah, the insole does come with some additional. You've got like a firmer bit here for support, and then a blue cushiony part here with the absorb technology. So I was quite impressed for a sort of a 577, which is not really a popular model. You do get a nice cushion insert, which is quite good. Tongue of the shoe. You do have two patches. You've got a New Balance darker navy patch and then a lighter 577. Is it focusing? It's gone blurry, isn't it? I don't know why the camera always will focus on what's behind it. So come. Alright, well you have to take my word for it. New Balance logo patch on the front, and let's see. There we go. New Balance and 577, two different patches, and again it's sort of the same materials, where he's used two different tonal navies. He's used two different tonal patches for the New Balance and 577 logos on the tongue. Alright, that's going to pretty much be the end of most of the review. Let me know your thoughts. I mean, I picked these up from eBay for a steal. If any of you are looking at sneaker steals, I'm stuttering there, on eBay, like my tips for me personally, like I'll look for like a collab shoe, like a Ronnie Fieg or a Concepts or a Packer or any sort of collab shoe. If you try and get it like recently, the price is going to be high. If you wait a little while, there's a shoe that you missed out on, give it like a year or two, they'll start popping up on eBay for a lot cheaper, and you can usually pick them up. Like I said, these shoes, I think the original price on eBay was like 200 or 240 pounds. And for me, what I do on eBay when there's a shoe I want, if it's a price that I'm not willing to pay, I'll still watch the listing and hope that it ends unsold. So like with these shoes, I think the original price was like 240. Their listing ended, the shoes didn't sell. eBay will give you a notification to tell you a shoe that you were watching or an item that you've been watching has been relisted. So then you can go and see it again, and most of the time the seller will drop the price a little bit. So they went down to like maybe 200. Again, I'm not willing to pay that much. The price was a bit too high. The listing ended again, the shoes didn't sell. The seller relists it again, the price goes down. So for me personally, I watch listings even if I've got no intention of buying the shoe at that price, just on the hopes that the shoe doesn't sell and the seller will relist it. If they don't relist it and it didn't sell, you can always shoot them a message through the eBay messaging system just to say, have you still got those shoes? I was interested in buying them, but I just missed the auction, or it was a bit too high, I'll offer you this much and see what they say. But for these ones, like the listing ended, they dropped the price, listing ended, it dropped all the way down to, I think it was like £120. I shot them an offer because they did a make an offer option. I offered them £80 for these shoes, and they declined the offer. The listing ended again. Obviously the guy's relisted these shoes now 4 or 5 times. He's getting eBay fees for failed listings, and in the end the guy just listed them up, must have been the final time, with a bidding from zero price. And I thought, alright, now's the chance to get these shoes. The guy obviously is just definitely trying to get rid of them now. Placed my bid, and I got them for like £50. So a little eBay tip there. Even if a shoe's out of your price budget, just watch the listing, because it's probably out of a lot of people's price budget, and if it ends, it will probably get relisted if it didn't sell, and eventually the price will come down. So these went from over 200 and I picked them up for 50. So yeah, keep an eye on eBay listings. That's my little tip there for you at the end. That's going to end the review. Give me your thoughts on Ronnie Fieg, on his collaborations. Obviously this is an older collaboration. but I still think it's a real fire release. I'm so glad those red laces brighten it up that much. I'll probably wear these a lot. There'll be a shoe that I can just throw on all the time. Really happy with this pickup. In a perfect condition. They were worn like once. There's not even much creasing on the soles. Nothing at all on the toe box. Like they're perfectly dead stock. Almost. There was just a tiny bit of dirt on the sole. But yeah. What's your thoughts on Ronnie Fieg, on collaborations? Hit me up with any comments or questions in the comments section. If you want to follow me on social media, Twitter and Instagram, it's Chris_S_Ramos. But there will be clickable links in the description if you can't bother to tap that in. Please subscribe to my channel, like and comment on the video if you would. I'd really appreciate it. And share this video if you would. I'd appreciate it. I hope you enjoyed the review. Peace.